Relax entirely. We have a fun story. Today's story is one of kindness and generosity. We're focusing on Divya Phofani, a creator who traveled from Mumbai to Mahakumbh without spending a single rupee. This is a journey that was made possible with the help of locals, those who were traveling around the way, who welcomed him with open arms and provided him with food, with shelter, and constantly with transportation. Take a look.
मैं जाने वाला हूँ मुंबई से महाकुंभ and that too with no money. That would mean taking lifts from random trucks, risking my life. तो देखते हैं if I'll be able to reach महाकुंभ or no. तो गेम प्लान ये है, इधर से हम जाएंगे पहले इगतपुरी, इगतपुरी से जाएंगे नागपुर. अगर आज हम नागपुर पहुंच गए तो ब्रो that is a W because 50% of our journey gets completed over there. ये बोलना easy था but करना impossible लग रहा था because no one was stopping to give us a lift. But finally after a long wait, one scooter uncle stopped.
पर आप किधर जा रहे हो? मानकोड़ी सर चलेगा, हम लोग को छोड़ दोगे?
And we got our first lift for this huge journey.
First lift of the day. Almost covered 10 kilometers. अभी जाना है हमें इगतपुरी.
Right after that हमें मिली बहुत सारी छोटी मोटी सवारी.
आशीष भाई, thank you so much.
और मैं था बहुत खुश.
साइगस पड़गा. इधर से we have to go to शाहपुर, शाहपुर से इगतपुरी.
But then one man randomly approached and offered us a lift.
तो इधर खड़े थे दूसरे ट्रक के वेट में, मुस्तफा जी ने हमने सामने से बुलाया.
And now we had reached Igatpuri, but we were 700 kilometers away from our first checkpoint, Nagpur.
This is the point where I guess थोड़ा डाउन जाने वाला ये चैलेंज.
And exactly that happened और मैं बहुत थक चुका था. But then this happened.
आ जाओ, नागपुर छोड़ोगे? क्या बात कर रहे हो सही में? भाई ये क्रेजी होने वाला है भाई.
मैं जाने वाला. I took a lift from this random truck और वो आधी रात को बंद पड़ गई. मैं जाने वाला हूँ मुंबई से महाकुंभ और वो भी बिना किसी पैसों के. In part 1 we saw that lift मांग कर हम पहुँच गए थे इगतपुरी.
मुस्तफा जी ने हमने सामने से बुलाया. क्या बात है भाई, ऐसे भारतवासियों को है मेरा सलाम भाई.
And now we had to reach our first checkpoint Nagpur, जिसके लिए we got a truck, but things weren't safe for us.
I don't know.
But beggars can't be choosers. तो हम निकल पड़े थे 700 किलोमीटर के सफर पर.
Practically the biggest lift we have gotten.
Being in a 50,000 kg truck, our speed was very slow.
हम लोग ने तो कुछ भी नहीं खाया है. इधर आते रिक्वेस्ट करते किसी को कुछ कॉफी वॉफी पिलाते हैं.
And to our surprise, जिसे हम dangerous बुला रहे थे, those truck drivers paid for our coffee.
Let's go bro, let's go.
लोगों को जज करना and to think the worst is very easy. But that's what this journey is going to teach me. दिन से रात हो चुकी थी, हम बहुत थक गए थे.
Alright, it is 11 PM right now. We started our journey in this truck at 12 PM. Super tired, कुछ खाया नहीं है.
And in the middle of all this, our truck stopped working. But finally, after 13 long hours, we reached Nagpur.
अभी सोने का बंदोबस्त करना है और
But wait, हम रात को सोएंगे कहाँ? So we set up this tent near the highway. But इतनी रात को कुछ भी हो सकता था, from wild animals to चोर डाकू. So follow me and stay tuned for part. मैं जाने वाला हूँ मुंबई से महाकुंभ और वो भी बिना किसी पैसों के. Part 3. In part 2 we saw that after struggling a lot, we got a lift from a truck, reached Nagpur and literally slept on the highway.
All right, so that was a glimpse of how Divya's journey actually went, and he joins us now on the program to give us a glimpse of what exactly happened. We've saved part 3 to actually get it live now. Hi Divya, good morning. Thanks so much for joining us. You're back on TBC and 0 rupees में आप पहुँच गए महाकुंभ. But I have to say that all these challenges that you keep doing, 1 rupee में multiple movies, 0 rupees में पूरा पहुँचना, what has been your big sort of motivation to do this?
Hi, firstly, good morning. Happy to be here again. My motivation is just doing stuff out of the box that someone thinks that ये कभी तो करेंगे life में, और some intrusive thoughts that people think यार if we actually do this will be super fun, but they don't actually execute it. I'm the one who will execute it.
Awesome.
Okay.
Divya, tell us, the cool thing was just seeing how many different people, different faiths, different walks of life coming together to help you actually make this journey come true. You've already reached Prayagraj, you've come back from Prayagraj now. I believe you're actually joining us live from Mumbai. But tell us about one moment that's going to stay with you from this long journey that you made. Maybe something you didn't cover in your reels.
One moment that is going to stay with me, actually I covered in the first part that Mustafa ji, I was struggling for taking a lift from the outer skirts of Mumbai, and I had to reach Igatpuri to go to Nagpur and take a major highway, Samruddhi Mahamarg. And I wasn't getting any lifts, and I was just standing on the road holding my board up there that someone give me a lift please. I was requesting people, And this man approaches me सामने से. He's asking me, where do you want to go? Where are you going? He's asking me about everything about my journey, and then I get to know that he's also going somewhere and he can drop me midway to Igatpuri. So Mustafa ji is someone that is going to stay with me because you don't get often that people approach you by themselves to help you out of their way. So that is going to stay with me.
Yeah, yeah. And how is their response when they see you constantly recording the whole thing? I think a lot of people must be very curious about what's happening. What is this boy up to?
Yeah, some people were just looking at me. They were taking snaps while traveling, the people who were traveling in the private cars. Also, one inside, I have not gotten any private cars to give me a lift. All the lifts that I've gotten is from trucks and buses and tempos and lorries, all those guys. So people from the private cars were recording me. They were smiling, and the other truck drivers were also pretty fascinated. They were like, okay, what's going on? Let's take this boy just because he's recording or he seems cool.
Divya, tell us, how is your community when you told them you wanted to do this? How did they respond to it? So I don't mean your internet community, I mean your family, I mean your friends, your parents. Were they like, you know, Divya's doing one more crazy thing, or for them was this different?
No, absolutely. This is one of the biggest and the craziest things I've done. So I come from a Gujarati Orthodox family. So my mom went bonkers when I just like told her about the idea that Mama, I'm planning to do something like this. So I told her a month prior that Mama, I'm actually planning to go to Mahakumbh. Then I dropped another bomb after a week. Actually, I'm not booking anything. I'm going on the spot. Then 1 week I convinced her, like layer by layer, I just told her the truth, and by that time she convinced my dad, and then I had to share my location 24/7. I had to be in touch with her. Where am I? Who I'm with? Who's giving me a lift? So obviously because it's not very safe, so they were very concerned. Like they have not slept the entire night till they know, okay, I've reached somewhere in the first checkpoint, second checkpoint, I've taken a halt. Then they were like, okay, we'll finally sleep, or like it's chill.
Now, if you think of it, this is like the actual pilgrimage how it used to happen back in the day, where people had no proper resources and going up was an actual effort. It was to put yourself in that. Some learnings that you've come back with, Divya, out of this journey and your experience at Mahakumbh?
Absolutely. I mean, when I was also planning, I was very underconfident because firstly, it is Mahakumbh. It was all around news. It was all around the internet. For me, this was very overwhelming in the planning stage itself because I literally I used to sit with my team. I used to sit with my mom. I'm like, what should I plan? What should I plan? But I literally couldn't plan anything because everything would happen on the go. Everything would happen on God's will. So one of the major learnings that I've gotten is just leave everything. Just go and see what things are and just put yourself down in the mud and get dirty, and God will help you through the journey. Like, have faith. You don't need money. You just need faith, and everything will happen.
Divya, that's a beautiful message to sort of end on. We'd love to have asked you also what's next for you, what's the next adventure, but I think we've run out of time. So good luck. It was love.
Yeah.
All right, okay, I believe we do have a moment left. What do you have planned next? Any other trips that you have?
I don't know. I just want good sleep for a week now. That's my plan.
Good comfortable sleep on a nice
Good
on a bedded
comfortable
room.
on a nice bed. Yes, my mom will throw me out of the house if I do something whack now.
Okay, cool. Good to
Yeah.
hear from you. I love, you know, that auntie and uncle have been such a big part of this journey for you too. Lovely
Yeah.
to have you, Divya. Good luck for the future.
Likewise.
Okay, we're going to move on.